guys, welcome to Raja Makes Money. How are all my money makers doing? Hopefully you guys aren't as broke as me. And in the comments below, tell me if you made money in the market today. I want to know who made money, who did well, and what stock you played. Leave a comment, let me know. But hey guys, let's get right into it. What a crazy 24 hours basically. Last night, right before we went live, CCIV merger details come out. Nobody knows what's happening. The stock initially went down, then shot all the way up to 62, 63. I almost had an order in to sell. I did have an order in to sell 20,000 shares, and then I had an order in, and then I almost would have had an order in to sell my other 20,000 shares at 61. And unfortunately, I took a phone call and got sidetracked. Brian in Denver brought me bad luck, was trying to sell me something, wanted me to talk about t-shirts. No, I was kidding. And I didn't get the sale price in, and before I knew it, it was in the low 50s and then 40s, and it just kept coming down. And we even averaged down, and I thought we made some great plays trying to average down, and then it just kept going further and further down. And then finally it settled about 40 bucks. So right at the close, I said, you know what, right at the end of the day, let's get some and see, hopefully it opens with a little pop. And it went down even another 10 points. It was insane. Well, then you'll never guess what happened. Charles Schwab and company, because they had system issues and everything yesterday, and they also have changed margin requirements on things. Once again, so my account was frozen, and I had a margin call for a couple of $100,000. It wasn't 38 million this time, but a couple of $100,000, and I had a Regulation T violation, which means you can't trade except with settled funds, and to make a so the good news is I have a big dispute I filed with Schwab, so they're reviewing all the tapes and everything, and I may be getting, if I win my dispute, I could be getting a couple of $100,000 from them selling me out last week. So fingers crossed. Who knows what will happen? I figure it's a 50-50 shot, and I know what the guy told me and stuff. And I keep my word. I take care of my responsibilities, and you know what? They do what's fair. They give me some credits and some stuff from last week, but I think they owe us a lot more. Also, they took off the two of my accounts that had the Regulation T requirements. They took those off, so those accounts back trading, and we have $2 million in buying power that we can do whatever we want with. So definitely coming back, so we can average down and do some stuff. I would have bought, if I could have, and if I had it available, I would have bought it at $30, $31 today. Trust me, I would have bought 50,000 more shares. This thing was a gold mine. Sometimes you have to take advantage of these dips. But I mean, it was an entire market sell-off today. And so why don't we'll get right into it. Let's look at the account, where we're at. And while we're here too, I just had Bitcoin up, and Bitcoin from its highs now is down $10,000. This thing, Bitcoin was on a tear, and then Janet Yellen, and I almost want to blame everything on Elon Musk. You say, why do I want to blame it on Elon Musk? Because this guy tweeted some stuff out, caused this whole market ruckus, and people, and it's creating chaos. And the other thing was Tesla. Look how far Tesla was down, and he made $1 billion if he would have sold his Bitcoin at 58 bucks. So I don't know. Something is crazy. I can't figure it out. So the good news is Charles Schwab is so screwed up in their stuff. Yesterday, it actually showed I was up 1.1 million at the end of the day. Now it shows I'm down 1.6 million almost. I'm actually not. So yesterday, we closed around 7,474,000. So basically, we're down $1 million today. Most of it is obviously in CCIV. And you know what's crazy? At one point today, CCIV, I had a sell order in. I'll show you guys those at 44. It got to 43.94. So I put them in there. I was on the airplane. It was hard, and because I didn't also have the at that time the buying power and my account freed up, I was like, what if this thing runs? I can't buy it back, but I would have sold. It definitely, when you have your hands tied, it makes it a lot tougher to trade. So, to make a long story short, we're back in action, but CCIV did come back down to $35. Why it is up after hours? It would have been nice just to have closed an extra $1.30. Also, it's crazy, like after hours right now, so is IDEX is up like 25 cents. And also very interesting, Tesla is up like 20 bucks after hours. So I don't know what's going on, but it's a sea of red. I think the only play today that we were green on was FRX at the. No, we're actually down on that one, but that's also up like after hours, like 75 cents. The only thing that actually came back and was profitable at one point was Apple. So they changed the margin requirements on Apple. So I had those 300 contracts at 50 cents for the 15,000, 16,000 we had. Apple at one point, it was down to 121. I was like, oh God. I mean, it was bad. At one point, my entire account value was down to about 6 million, which we're still up $1 million. So I'm not crying or anything, but it was nuts. So I closed Apple out, which freed up $2 million in margin interest. So now we have buying power. All my issues, which will Schwab for regulation violations, are fixed. I don't have any 90-day probationary period that they normally put you on for Regulation T, and we can buy. So I'm hoping tomorrow that we just see CCIV go up. We're gonna ride this out. You're gonna watch. The Raja's gonna come out. I think CCIV has a very good shot to get to 45 to 50 bucks. Based on the valuation, it's on the low side, it's worth 35. On the high side, 45 or 50. If it would have had the original deal, it would have been upwards of $55 to $75. So, and you know what? And the other thing is, it doesn't help that we're talking about right now. We're talking about CCIV. What do? Electric vehicles. What stock is down? Is down almost 180 points from its high in the last week. Tesla. So it's not the best timing for Tesla, IDEX, and also alternate systems, which is electric vehicle. So all our electric vehicle plays, this is probably the worst week to play these because of Tesla being so down. So the good news is we're back in action, and I think we're going to be okay. I'm not worried about it. I've been through these. I know how to survive them, and we'll come out fine. Also, guys, don't forget, these are just my opinions. These are the stocks I'm trading. I'm not making any recommendations to you, but at the end of the day, if you guys want my trades in real time as I make them, you can become a Patreon member at patreon.com/Raja Makes Money. Unfortunately, Raja did not make any money today. So, but let's look at everything. So I denominate, it was just across the board. Jaguar got crushed today. It was, like I said, everywhere, everything just getting crushed. Not much we could do. And God, we would have made so much money averaging down and doing some other stuff. So like I said, every single stock is down. At one point today, the China infrastructure was up, but that even came down at the end of the day. But we're still doing good. We made over, if you look at it, guys, the last couple of weeks on CCIV, we made over $1 million. So you know what? We give a little back. I think tomorrow we could get a couple 100,000 of it back. I'm not worried. I'm going to make sure. I'm going to get this week back up and in the positive. You just wait and see. Back like I was showing you guys. So margin balance back in the account. I have $2 million in buying power, so we're back in action. So that's a good thing. So that means we can basically buy 40,000 more shares of CCIV since it's non-marginable now to average down. And I can tell you, this thing is $30, $31 tomorrow. I'm going to have 40,000 shares of it. That thing's going to go up $8, $10 again, and I'm going to make a lot of money. So, and you got to be positive about it. Like I said, you can't panic. It's not the end of the world. Don't ever play with money you don't have to lose. Just like I tell everybody in the casino, if you don't have it, don't spend it. And you know what? It's not going to be a bad thing. Yeah. And also, I'm not emotionally attached to it. I mean, obviously it hurts. Obviously, it's just like a casino when you're winning and you have those highs. When you're losing, you have those lows. But this isn't my money that I have to live on. This isn't my money that is going to pay my rent next week. This isn't the money that I need to feed my, twins with. This is money that I want to obviously put it to good use, turn it into something much larger, which I think we can do. But like I've always said, you want to be diversified. Don't put all your eggs ever in one basket. That's your number one business rule. If you don't want to listen to me about it, you can ask pretty much any business person out there. Always be diversified and, play it safe and stuff. So these are the plays I made today. I put in those limit orders pre-market just in case I was sleeping or missed them, even though I had to be up at 5 a.m. to catch a flight because I am in Choctaw, Durant, Oklahoma. And you're not going to believe this. I'm on fire. I'm up almost 25 grand in the casino. So I really didn't lose $1 million today. I'm only down now 970. I got 975,000 more to go, and I'm even for the day gambling since the market's like a 24/7 casino. JJ, $2 for chat. What price are you going to start selling CCIV? If I don't average down, I'll probably start selling some around 44, 45 bucks is my goal. And that would be the shares that I bought at the $40.50 and $41. So I actually, fortunately, made a couple of good trades yesterday when it was coming down and picked up, like another 50,000 in the middle of all that. Chaos, $2 from chat. How's Oklahoma? They treating you good? Yes, treating me terrific. Beautiful facility here, huge. 4,500 slot machines. They're adding another 3,000 machines when they have their addition here. So put in those orders while I was on the airplane for 44 and 46, just in case it popped up there. I was like, you get out. Actually, it was crazy. So if you guys look at this and you look at the whole account, we finished the day yesterday at, we started the week at, 6.9 basically. So we're down for the week a little under like 400 something. CCIV today, if you do the math, 60,000 shares. When this thing was $43, $8 higher than it was, and we had 480,000, we were still actually up for the week. So, like I said, I think we can turn. I'm not giving up. I think we can turn the week around. It is going to be harder with option plays now that Schwab is requiring so much more margin and all these changes. I'm not going to have the leverage I had where I can make, hundreds of thousands of dollars on the play. So we're definitely going to have to rework some of those, or it'll be a little slower earning, or we'll have to do more stock playing. So the only trade today I did make was Apple. I got out of these contracts. I felt that for $20,000 for the next 3 days, it wasn't worth the profit to me. Apple today actually was 119 for a second. It wasn't worth the profit, and I'd rather have that $2 million freed up, because 40,000, if CCIV drops again, or there's an opportunity, and I can come in and buy 20 or 40,000 shares and pick up $1 or $2. All I need is 20,000 shares at $1, and I'm going to make that 20 grand back. And you guys saw me yesterday. I actually picked CCIV apart incredibly. Unfortunately, when something drops 35%, it doesn't matter, and after hours and morning hours, it's just very, very tough. Interesting enough, stock futures are down going into tomorrow. Not sure why, because like I said, Tesla and a lot of the electric vehicle and all that stuff is up. So CCIV up $1.40. So as long as it's up a penny tomorrow, it'll be a good day for us. Also, like I said, look at Tesla. I don't know why it's running up 20 points after hours. So, and it actually had a pretty big comeback because it was really, really down today. Also, IDX is running after hours. And, these are large positions we have. So IDX at 20 cents. It's a lot, if this thing is up tomorrow, it's down 30 cents today, but this thing is, we have 180,000 shares. So 20 cents, that's $36,000, and 60,000 shares of CCIV up, $1.50 or $2, that's 120 grand. Before you know it, tomorrow we have 200,000 back. So like I said, I'm not worried about it. The nice news is we're working with profits. If we were in the negative for the year, then I would maybe a little bit more worried. We're not. I think things are looking good, and like I said, I think some stuff just got oversold. We also mentioned earlier, Bitcoin came way down from where it's been, 58,000 high. Now it's at 48, so $10,000 off the high. Ethereum has been getting crushed. It's going to be very, very interesting with the Bitcoin and all this stuff. But hey, let me take some of your guys' questions. Snap had an insane comeback and ran intraday. A lot of stuff had some really good. Apple was a huge one. There's so much opportunity out there. It could have made so much money. It's just when they when they change your requirements in the middle of the game again, it's very hard to compete. It's just tough, and they just keep changing the rules. So Sean says, Art Kathy Woods fund picked up more Tesla. Oh, all right. So there you go. That's why Tesla's up. Hopefully she'll pick up some CCIV or something else. Rupon, agree, Ren. I'm looking to actually pick up some long calls on NEO. I'm still sticking my year-end price target on $75 or so on it. Wow. Yeah, that's some risk there. SoCo slots, Kathy Wood of Art, but yep, Tesla. So somebody said, Rory says WKHS took a poo. So Wood said she was buying it all day. Well, hopefully she'll buy some of the stuff we're playing. Also, somebody says, do you think AAB will come back? Yes. I mean, I think that one's solid. It's, based on crypto and gold and crazy stuff. So not worried about that one. Like I said, I look at the account. There's definitely some opportunities to average down that I would have done and some different things. But like I was telling you guys, when the upper market gets crushed, what happens is people who play the pennies or aren't really normal penny players and just kind of get into it, what happens is they start buying these stocks. You own Apple, you own whatever, it starts running and it is marginable. And all of a sudden you have this extra money that's like a gift. Oh, I had this, Apple's up 5 points today. I have 1,000 shares of Apple. It goes up 5 points. Charles Schwab gave me this gift. Why do I have this extra $10,000 in buying power in my account? You know what? Somebody told me about Jaguar. Somebody told me about CTYX. Somebody told me about AABB. Someone told me about NW Therapeutics. You know what? Let's gamble on them. I heard this stock could go from 10 cents to $1. I heard this could go from $1 to $20. I got this $10,000 extra that I don't know what to do with. It's sitting in my account. I can use it. Let's use it. And unfortunately, then when the Dows and Nasdaqs and the bigger market, broader market sells off, which happened today, what's the first thing that happened? Hey, blast that 10-cent stock, blast this. I got 3,000 there. I got 2,000 here. And they just blast everything. And then what happens is the market comes back and everybody starts buying this stuff. And the other thing is the market normally trades on fundamentals. I've been saying for a long time, we're not trading on any fundamentals any longer. We are trading on Elon Musk making a text or a tweet. We're trading on, the Reddit, Wall Street Bets, making a meme or a post. We're not trading on any fundamentals. And the problem is we're unfortunately attracting a lot of investors who are new into the market space who have no clue what they're doing. And don't take this wrong, because I'm sure some of you are watching me right now, but the markets normally would trade on fundamentals, history, and intelligence. Well, if you're buying your stock based on what Elon Musk is tweeting, in the middle of the day, and buying Dogecoin and buying, what was the one, the Signal and some of these things, you're going to just get burned and get creamed. CCIV, at least fundamentally, if the deal got done correctly, which, it got done, but at the right valuations and the stuff, it had great upside potential, and it still has a lot of upside potential. But don't just buy, and if somebody tweeted it, that's not why you want to jump on it. So you need to definitely look at those different things and stuff. Doug A, hey Raja, I sold the Apple 117 puts and got myself a nice hand pay today. Congratulations, Doug. And like I said, these dips is where you can take advantage of them. So AMC is the only one where you're safe buying every dip. And AMC today was up. Let's take a look, because the New York, but this is how stupid things are. AMC today is up because New York is opening movie theaters. That's insane. Or did it finish down now? I don't know. All right, yeah, up. AMC was up today because New York is opening movie theaters. Let's talk common sense here. How many people in New York are running out to the movie theaters tonight to go watch what? There's nothing in them to watch. And even if you could go out right now and they're opening up a movie, where are you going to go? You're going to go to restaurants, you're going to go to nightclubs, bars that are opening up. You're not going to run to the movie theaters, because now HBO Max and Peacock and Netflix and all these, you can pretty much watch anything you want to watch, now, and you don't have to go to the movie theater. AMC is a dead horse that got very lucky and ran. We made some money on him for a little while there, but like I said, you got to be careful with them, because when they change the rules, it changes the game and it makes it tough. But definitely. So who got on the Snap calls? So what is Snap close? They have earnings that I used to follow Snap, but I never made any money. But advertising stuff's been up. So Snap. We're gonna Snap today. Oh wow, Snap 11%. Definitely a good day for Snap. Like I said, I haven't followed Snap in a long time, so I hit a 52-week high. Nice. Yeah, from a low of 789. Definitely on a tear right there for several years of 50% revenue growth. So that's interesting. How does a company know Snap tells investors is on track for several years of 50% revenue growth? Now, I think that's a great optimistic thing, and it's obviously great to have some confidence in your company as a CEO. I have a lot of confidence in mine, but why? How does somebody know that for the next years to come? How does Snap know that TikTok's not going to dominate their business? That Facebook's not going to come out with they have Reels or something that takes it over. I used to use Snapchat, and I still do use it a little bit. I always post my snaps on there, but Snapchat isn't anywhere. TikTok has definitely overtaken Snapchat. I hope it continues to go, but I just don't know how a company, when they give out forward-thinking outlook. The other thing, when you say stuff like 50% revenue growth, you have to remember in the fourth quarter this year. And remember, I said Facebook's going to have blowout earnings, Google's going to have blowout earnings, and all these companies, because you had an election. You had one of the greatest presidents or most hated presidents in the world, and you had the Democrats who were going to spend every dollar they could find to try and make Mr. Trump lose. Well, what does that mean? And I even told you guys, I remember I said, Facebook's going to have their best earnings ever. How did I know? I said, it's not. I said, it's inside information. Well, it's kind of like inside information. It's because as a creator, and also with YouTube on Google, as a creator, I get paid for how many views I have. And when I saw the revenue double from where it normally was, starting in, late October, November, and December, and stuff on my YouTube channel, my Facebook channel, I knew it's not like I did something different that everybody wanted to pay me twice as much money as I was worth. No, it was a lot of ad spending for the politics. Well, next year, every 2 years are the big elections. Well, every 4 years is the really big election. Every 2 years is midterms and some elections. But every year there really isn't that much money. So I think they're going to have a hard time with a 50% increase, but that's my opinion. I don't know. They must have a crystal ball that says they're going to just ramp up somewhere, or something's going to happen, and there's no competition coming in. But you never know. Hard to say on those things. So Clove, CLOV, is in a buy zone. That is, we played that one before, and that one's doing good. So somebody said, living life to the fullest. Hi, Raja. Why is Disney popping? That's from Matt. Let's look at Disney. So I don't know if they had their earnings. So one thing with Disney, they're losing a lot of money, but they're getting a lot of subscribers on the Disney Plus. So Disney is looking at that as a positive. I think today Disney's up today because of the reopening trade, because of COVID cases going down. So that would be the main reason. But if you look at the P&E, Disney was a very profitable company for many years. Look at them now; they're losing a lot of money. So but like I said, these reopening trades, are all popping. I bet if we look at, I don't know, like UAL or some of the airlines, how they did today, but yesterday the airlines were up tremendous because, the airlines were up again. These are all reopening plays. So when people are looking at what to invest in and they say, what's going on? These are reopening plays, and people want to make sure they get in on them. Also, guys, don't forget about the WeBull challenge we still got going on. Make sure that you, if you haven't got into it, make sure you get into it. If you haven't signed up yet, you still have time to do it. A couple more days left this month. And if you want to update us, we have the update link, and everybody will need to update us this weekend when the WeBull challenge ends. But also like hotels were up a lot. Anything travel related is going to be up a lot because, and it is true. People are going out now. They can go out. Things are opening back up, and imagine, Disney, if amusement parks could actually reopen everywhere, Disney will probably become profitable again. But I think one thing that's going to hurt a lot of these companies, especially media companies, is the movies and the different things. They're going to have to figure out. They're not going to be able to make a $100 million, I don't think they're $200 million, but they're not going to be able to make a $50 or $100 million movie any longer and put it out on, Disney Plus or Netflix. Netflix is going to buy it for $10 million, or Disney Plus is, if they made the movie internally, or they own the movie, they either have to say, we have 100 million subscribers at, $10 a month. This is worth X, so we have this much money to spend on, titles and videos to be profitable. But you're not going to be able to make these big blockbusters without that movie theater and that business. And that's still unfortunately going to be a ways off. Even with the reopening trades like cruise lines, these companies, what people are forgetting, in airlines, they have billions of dollars of debt that they've taken on during all this. It's going to be a rough road, uphill and stuff. So So somebody just said, Chris said, read that Disney Plus needs 250 million subscribers to be truly profitable. They were only at 95 million as their last quarter. So no, it's going to be it's going to be definitely crazy out there. Thanks for your response on Bingo. I didn't even know I talked about it yet, but Bingo hit an all-time high of like $15 the other day and then came down. So Brian says cruise line is worth a play. Here's my thing. Are cruise lines coming back? Yes, they're coming back, but they're going to go. I mean, they're coming back, but it's not like, hey, we're open 100% occupancy on that boat. Let's make money. It's going to be 25% to start sailing, maybe 50% after a month or so. It's not going to be the same. Imagine, you went from this freedom on a boat, no mask, having, buffets and having a great time. And now you're going to, have to wear a mask on a boat. You're going to have to, buffet is going to be served to you. It's going to be interesting. Definitely going to be interesting. So Confused says, you think the market stays in the red tomorrow? No, I think we'll see, a rally and stuff. I think we're going to see a rally. I think the tech has been oversold now, and if Tesla comes back strong, or an Apple, the way it bounced back today, I think there's definitely a lot of opportunity. Eric says, "Hey Roger, do you think IDX will hit double digits anytime soon?" I sure hope it does. I hope it's $5 where I own it. I'd be happy. So definitely be interesting. And, Derek says no one wants to wear a mask on a cruise, and that's my whole point. Nobody does. So my question is to all you guys watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Make sure on YouTube you subscribe to me. Click the gray bell so you get notifications when I go live. If you're watching me on Facebook, make sure you follow me and click the little thumb up, because if you don't click the thumb up, nobody knows. You're not going to know I'm live, and you're not going to want to miss it. So, but thank you guys, and a big shout out to all my Patreon members. You guys are the best. If you didn't know, I am out on the road, so that's why it looks a little different behind me today. I am at Choctaw, Durant, Oklahoma, at the casino. So I'm going to be live tonight here on the casino. BOD, I think, just started. He's live now, but beautiful casino, 4,500 machines, and I'm just crushing it down here. Doing really good. Just hit, a bunch of jackpots. Like I said, I only have $975,000 more to go today, not $1 million. I'm already on a comeback trail. So this is where we finished today. Like I said, this is an inaccurate number by Schwab, so don't go off of that figure. It's not that bad, people. Churchill, that's our big red dot in the sand, or whatever you want to call it. But after hours, it's up $1.13. You know what? Like I said, if this thing can close above $40 by the end of the week, this thing's going to be $50 again. It's going to be 48, 50. We're gonna make money on this. We're gonna. You watch the Raja work his magic and work his day trading skills. We're gonna come out okay on this. Like I said, I understand how to trade. I'm not emotionally attached to my trades. If we have to blast something, we'll blast it. Not what I really want to do. And you got to remember, we don't sleep. And I got the research team. They're working overtime right now. Unfortunately, I was slacking. The research team, I guess, was at the bar all weekend, so they were a little, sluggish yesterday, and they missed some stuff. No, I'm just kidding. Somebody asked, who's the research team? I said, it could be those guys at the bar drinking. So, but yeah, no, we're up at 2:00 in the morning watching CCIV, or we're up at midnight. Well, depending on where you live, Mountain Standard Time, watching CCIV on the Germany, on the DAX trade, and watching it. Not that we can do anything, but we're watching it. Like I said, I've got a lot of confidence. We've been down this road before. You guys remember we lost $900,000 one day. Previously, we started with $5 million. We were actually down in the $4 million when we started. So we're going to come back. We're going to be stronger than ever. We will fight through all these regulation changes and margins and requirements and everything else going on. We'll survive. You'll survive. You guys are my money makers. You're the best. Make a lot of money tomorrow. That's my goal tomorrow, to make a lot of money, to make an epic comeback and make it happen. So, hey guys, make sure you join me tonight if you like slot machines and more casino gambling. I'll be live down here starting in about an hour on Facebook first, and then on YouTube for a couple hours. And then on my Big Jackpot Patreon, we have a big group pull tonight down here on some new machines. One of the machines we're playing tonight is one I just hit $11,000. I'm not going to play that machine. But it's one of those, the new fortune gongs or something like that. So it's going to be exciting. But hey, guys, have a great rest of your night. Let's have a big day in the market tomorrow. We're going to make a good comeback. Let's fingers crossed everything works out. Don't lose any sleep about it. I'll lose all the sleep for you because I'll just be up all night long gambling anyways in the casino, having fun. Let's have fun. You guys, if you're not having fun trading stocks, making money, even if you lose money, you got to have fun doing it. Otherwise, it's not worth it. So take care, guys. And I'll see you guys either tonight or tomorrow on Raja Makes Money, live from Choctaw, Durant, Oklahoma.